Beautiful evening, friends. This is Anand Pandya again on the platform of ISFS, ISST School of Fitness Sciences. So, friends, in this situation, I hope you all are safe in your houses. I hope you are not going out much. Be safe, stay inside, get out only when it's necessary, and take good care of yourselves. So, in this second episode of Fitness Talks with Anand Pandya, today our guest, we are basically going to talk about calorie deficits and diabetes. Our guest is somebody who has 16 years plus experience practicing clinical and sports nutrition. She is a diabetic educator, co-founder of Endorphins Fitness Solutions. She runs her own clinic by the name of Divine Diets, worked with renowned gyms at managerial levels, specialist in fat loss and PCOS diets. She is also a nutritionist in the team of Nicomin. Nicomin trains members for the famous Comrades, the Ultra Marathon, and also a member of Indian Dietetic Association Pune chapter. She is none other than Namrata Pandya. So we would like to bring Namrata on board. She is our second guest.
Also, we would be sharing these videos on the YouTube, so you can go and watch them anytime later if you've missed here. How we are going to do is we are going to have some information shared with her, where she is going to help us answer those questions that we have received. And at the end of the show, we will have a small Q&A round where you guys can type in your questions and she can answer it for you. So in this COVID situation, I think there is some network connection issue, but no problem. We'll wait for her. Hi. Hi, Namrata. Can you hear me? Yes, you are audible. I am not able to get your visual yet. So can anyone from our guests or viewers confirm if you are able to see Namrata? Are you able to get my... Okay, we'll just check. Okay, we'll check once again. All right. Anybody from the viewers, can you confirm if you can see Namrata? Not yet. Namrata, the guests and myself also not able to see you. What we'll do, Namrata, is we'll disconnect and then I'll send you a request again. Yeah? Okay. So you can disconnect and I'll send you a request again.
Right, some technical glitch, no problem. We'll try again. This is a new way, and there are so many good
Things happening because of technology. That's wonderful. Hey, Namrata.
Yeah.
Good. I can see you now.
Hi.
Lovely.
Yes, I get to see you too.
Thank you. Welcome to ISFS,
Yes.
and this is our episode 2. Thank you for being our guest today.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Anand.
I was telling everybody about you and what you've been
Okay.
doing. Something really
Oh,
interested
okay.
me was the PCOS diet, because this is the same which
Okay.
we discussed with Miss Aarti, who was our guest last time, and she told us more about
Oh, really?
how exercise can
Oh,
help. And
okay.
as we all discussed last time also, that out of 3 females, 1 female has PCOS nowadays. So
Correct.
I wanted to understand from you as to how nutrition can help in this situation.
Okay. First of all, Anand, I would also like to thank ISFS, Mr. Pratik, for giving me this opportunity to come on this platform and share my views on few topics. So it's really a pleasure. And yes, coming back to your question about PCOS. I've been working with PCOS women, girls for quite a number of years now. So PCOS, I mean, to just explain again in simple words, it's basically a hormonal disorder which generally occurs. I mean, there is no specific age occurrence for that, but it generally it develops around say mid-20s or around mid-20s, and it's basically caused by it's a hormonal disorder caused by enlarged ovaries. There are a lot of cysts which develop on the outer edges.
Achha.
So again, the causes can be genetic, it can be environmental, but what we found out, I mean, what we generally get to see in the females are they generally have irregular menstrual cycles, they develop a lot of acne, they develop a lot of excess facial growth, hair growth, unwanted hair growth, and what a very distinctive feature is abdominal obesity.
Okay.
So and to answer the second part of the question, yes, nutrition definitely plays a very, very important role. I would maybe like to give the viewers 5 pointers. One is basically the females need to go on a calorie controlled diet. So especially the calories that are coming from carbohydrates, that needs to be controlled. Okay. No smoking, no alcohol, no junk foods, no fast foods, no processed foods, and no sugar. Okay. My third pointer would be definitely exercise, physical activity, because what we have also seen is sometimes stress is a very big cause to all this and sedentary lifestyle. So there are very few people who are actually, really active, due to which they start gaining weight, start gaining abdominal fat. So maybe physical activity of at least 50 minutes is something which I would recommend 5 days a week. And yes, if that physical activity should include yoga asanas, traditional yoga asanas. So that definitely helps to correct the PCOS. I would also like to mention that PCOS is something which can be controlled. Okay, it is not something which goes away, unfortunately. It is something which can be controlled. So that is one. Wonderful. And yes, and I mean, you need to have a balanced meal. So you need to have all your nutrients together, because PCOS condition females generally experience a lot of cravings. So to control those unwanted cravings, you need to be on a balanced diet. So when you strike a balance, when you have everything in moderation, it really helps.
Okay, lovely. So basically, people can identify that they have PCOS when there is excessive hair growth, or the weight is increasing, or the basically the weight is increasing on the abdominals, and in irregular menstrual cycles.
Irregular menstrual cycles mainly. Also, I mean, females also have some amount of testosterone, which is the male hormone. So sometimes if that testosterone is more active, that also is a condition, or that also is a sign wherein a female can be suffering from PCOS.
Right. And the basic corrective measures, so last time we discussed exercise. This time for the viewers, is that they need to eat less carbohydrates, and they have to avoid alcohol, smoking, and junk foods.
Yes.
And be on a calorie deficit diet, basically.
Calorie control, basically monitored by a nutritionist, and exercise, and a balanced meal. Have a balanced meal of all the nutrients spaced out properly. Lovely.
Wonderful. So that's wonderful. So this is very important that this awareness is created within the people. That it doesn't go away, but definitely you can control it with exercise, good lifestyle, and diet.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that. My next thing is something that really interested me, is that you work with Team Nicoman.
Yes.
And it's like they train people for that famous Comrades, the ultra marathon race.
Yes.
So
Yes.
a lot of our
Yes.
viewers are runners, and for those
Oh,
who are
really?
not, can you explain what is actually Comrades, the ultra marathon race, for them?
Oh, wow, lovely. Good you brought up this because even for me, it was a new experience training Comrades, people who run that race. Well, it's the oldest and the largest human race. It's the ultimate human race in the world.
Okay.
Tell you just few points. It's run in South Africa. It's run in cities between Durban and Pietermaritzburg. And that race is about 89 to 90 kilometers, and their cutoff time is within 12 hours. So,
Wow. So
yeah, and I really bow down to all the people who opt for running the Comrades, because those guys, you require tremendous amount of passion, dedication, lot of sacrifice. Okay, you develop a sort of compassion once you start doing that, because it's not easy. The journey which I've had while training those people, we have seen what all they go through. They almost have their practice runs. It starts in February. This race is sometime held in June. In June. So, they have about 100 kilometers runs, which are practice runs, which almost start from February. And yes, it's too good. The kind of dedication those people have, really hats off to them.
Absolutely. So, 89, 90 kilometers.
Yeah. Yes.
In 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's
in 12
amazing.
hours. Yeah. The cutoff time is 12 hours. So
Super.
It's really superb.
So,
yeah.
Being the oldest and basically the toughest marathon, and you work with them as their nutritionist. So what is it that you take care for them? Because there are a lot of running has really increased. People really run a lot nowadays. So for them to take care in their diet is also, take care of the food they eat is also important for recovery. So what would you advise our viewers? Like when people who are running and preparing for marathons, a general advice as to what they should have in their food.
See, runners, as you rightly pointed out, there are a lot of people who have taken up running, which is kind of, it's just sudden, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So, firstly, I would really, bring it to notice, because that's what we have noticed, not really for Comrades also, but overall that I have been seeing for the last 1 year. Unfortunately, a lot of runners, don't really have their nutritionist appointed, or they don't have a nutritionist on board. So, definitely your nutrition counts to about 60 to 70% of results that they want. So, I would really, really recommend all those people who are taking up running, who have taken up running and who are going to take up running very seriously. First of all, you sit with an expert to design your individual nutrition schedule, because each one's body composition is different, each one's lifestyle is different, each one, some people may have medical history, each one's age factor is different, each one's physical activity scenario is different. So my number one pointer would be, yes, appoint a nutritionist, definitely. Secondly, the runners have to focus on their pre-run and post-run meals, which is again something which needs to be taken care of, which not all of people really take care of.
Right.
So what you're going to be having pre-run, what you're going to be having during the run, depending again on the length of the run. If it's a short run, it's fine. If it's a longer run, then obviously that will matter. What you're going to be having post-run. Only thing what people generally, the thought process is the only nutrient that everybody, really focuses on is protein. So it's not only protein. Yeah, it's not only protein. It is carbohydrates. It is protein. It is fat. It is your vitamins, minerals. It is your hydration, which is water. So all these in combination, basically you follow the pyramid. You follow the nutrition pyramid, which is very important.
Correct.
The third pointer is why a nutritionist is needed, because yes, and along with the nutritionist, there are a lot of people who don't really take up strength training. Runners generally don't take up strength training. So
Right.
strength training is equally important. So along with a nutritionist, if they have someone training you for strength training, they are going to come out of the race really, injury free. They will have better recovery. They are going to be
Yeah.
more fitter. Yeah, they are
Yeah.
not going to have any problems later on. So the runner, the nutritionist and the exercise expert can train the person for breathing techniques, for hydration techniques, how much of supplements need to be used, why they need
Correct.
to be used. Okay,
Correct.
what
Correct.
blend of gels which generally are available now in the market,
Right.
that when to be used, how much to be used, why they have to be used. Okay, so
Correct.
for all these things that's needed, if they have good strength training, then yes, their protein intake needs to be taken care of, which will which will help them recover better. Good carbohydrate intake, they have to be put on carb loading cycles. We call it as carbohydrate loading cycle. So
Okay.
those if the runners are really they go through those cycles or they go through those phases, then they can reduce their running time, they can increase their speed, because they will replenish their glycogen stores better. So
Got it.
for all these things, that is
So
important.
it's a team
And
effort.
my last pointer would be, sorry?
It's a team effort of the fitness expert as well as
Yeah,
nutrition.
yes. And very importantly, they have to be on good antioxidants. So that is my last point. So I
Lovely.
think this kind of sums up.
Definitely. And I think if they follow a good diet, then the recovery is better. And a lot of people I see are facing problems of knee pains as they run because the recovery doesn't take place properly. They are running, but they are not eating properly. And that's the gap. So it has to be everything. It has to be rest, recovery, nutrition, and exercise.
Yes.
Only then you can complete 89, 90 kilometers.
Yeah. And actually, to tell you, Anand, my experience was, even I think the people who were there with us, they themselves found the change when they started a nutrition plan. They were not on a nutrition plan earlier, but when they started doing it, they themselves found, they felt the difference. So that was a really good, it was an eye opener basically for them, because a lot of them really don't, I wouldn't say value, but they don't really feel the need to, go on a proper scheduled regimen.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to get us introduced to what is Comrades. And so many people running but not taking care of your diets. Please make sure you take care of their diets. I'll also share the details of Namrata with you so you can connect with her for the tips later on. Coming to the next point that I was thinking about, a lot of females and males, our population basically, are afraid to get started with a routine, a diet routine, or because they have this myth in their mind that once I stop it, I'll gain that weight again, what I had lost. And that's the objection because of which they never start. So,
true.
They feel, "Arey, wo to baad mein badh jayega." So, what would you advise such people?
See, again, it really depends, Anand, because it depends on a lot of factors. So, one needs to know what kind of diets they were following earlier. Okay, what kind of exercise regimen they were doing earlier, whether they were doing some exercise regimen or not doing an exercise regimen. Really sorry to say, but a lot of people, percentage of people have their one dietitian today, which is Google. So unfortunately, so much of information is available. So I don't know. We've had so many members. My other colleagues and friends who are nutritionists also face this issue, where a lot of people, just want to follow what Google is saying, rather than concentrating one own individual body composition. So
Correct.
It depends. Plus, I have also seen a lot of people who have shared diets. Like, supposedly you have given me a diet, and then who wants a diet, but then she will not come to you. Audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, now you are. There was a small
Yeah.
break in between.
Yeah, there was a small break. So, like my friend also wants a diet, but she will not come to you. She will do the same diet what you have given me. So
Correct.
kindly, do not do those kind of things, because some things which may work for you may not work for somebody else. So
Correct, correct.
how your mindset is, how you perceive that is completely different. So it's very
It has
important
to be it is very personalized.
yeah, it has to be customized. It has to be tailor made. It
Correct.
depends on every individual likes and dislikes also. It depends from which region you're coming, what kind of food you're preparing at home. Okay, and basically this question, I would say it also matters, because there are a lot of, as I said, I mean, if you're following diets which are not really result oriented, then that is the time when you start kind of losing the motivation. So that's why
Correct,
they feel
correct.
that, oh, let's not diet, and
Right.
let's just let
So
it be.
if you're taking
So
proper advice from a proper nutritionist, so definitely you will not gain back your weight once you stop. And there is no stopping. It's
Yes.
basically a change of lifestyle that
change, correct?
you teach them.
Yes.
Correct. Lovely.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I have this calorie deficit. A lot of people talk about calorie deficit. So what is calorie
Yes.
deficit? What is that diet, or what is that?
See, in simple terms, calorie deficit, as the term sounds, it is more of output with, corresponding less input. Input in terms of calories that you're going to be eating.
Right. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, you're clear. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Just a moment. Okay, now are you able to, am I audible?
No, you're not audible.
Okay. Can you just check your headphones once? Can you check your headphones? Anybody from the viewers, can you confirm if I am audible? Hey Namrata, now can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you, Anand. I'm so sorry, but I can't hear you.
No problem. Just try to, yes, I'm audible, right? Yeah, so I'm audible to the viewers. Try and check your earpods or earphones. The wire where it's connected, just remove and add it again. Or we can try one thing. You can disconnect and rejoin. Let's try that.
Okay. Can I not use my headphones?
Yeah, that is also fine.
Okay.
Try removing it. After that, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Perfect. Let's go ahead. So we were talking about calorie deficit. You were talking about input and output of,
So basically, in simple terms, you can create that calorie deficit by reducing the calories that you intake. And accordingly, you need to increase your exercise output also. So, increasing output and reducing your intake.
Perfect.
So what I did, about 500 calories a day is considered to be safe. 500 calories a day of it is considered to be safe, wherein people don't really feel hungry, as in they don't get hunger pangs, and they don't get cravings, and they don't go down on their energy levels. Because when you're cutting down 500 calories per day, definitely there will be some changes. So if you exercise well, again it's a blend. So if you exercise also well, and if you are able to reduce the calorie deficit, how will you do that? Calorie deficit you can do by cutting down on unwanted meals that you have in between, or unwanted tidbits that we keep having in between. Some sugar-laden beverages that a lot of people have. That if you cut down, then you can work on the calorie deficit. Plus, you can have low carbohydrate meals throughout the day. Okay,
Okay.
focus on your protein intake, focus on your fiber intake, okay, which
Mhm.
are fulfilling nutrients. So if you
Okay.
have those kind of nutrients, it's more easier for somebody to create that deficit, and
Hmm.
that is most beneficial for fat loss.
Wonderful. So I think calorie deficit is what I would like to go for next. I'll definitely
Sure.
contact you for the same because you're the expert. My
Yeah.
next question to you was, a lot of people skip their meals. Is
Yes.
skipping meals the right way to create that deficit, or right way of dieting?
Not really. Skipping meals again is going to cause unwanted cravings.
Mhm.
Even if the cravings don't come in initially, at some point in time you are going to crave. Okay, you are disturbing your nutrient composition. Okay, you're disturbing your nutrition chart. Okay, you're going to be
Correct.
going low on nutrition chart, which can cause a lot of deficiencies.
Huh.
Okay, so again, it's very important to have a
Okay.
balanced meal scenario. Okay, uh, again, here I would like to add that if you add exercise as an activity, okay, you will be able to have, controlled portions. Controlled portions
Right.
is again a way of having a calorie deficit. So you can have smaller sizes of meals, controlled portions, which
Hmm.
will not allow you to skip meals. And why you want to skip meals? You
Correct.
in not skipping meals, and by eating right, by eating sensibly, by eating mindfully, you can definitely achieve your results. And if you have a dietitian, she will not allow you to skip meals.
Correct.
She will not allow you to go into that situation. So
Right.
that's why again the role of an expert comes here.
Perfect. Perfect. So I would really want to say to all my viewers that I see a lot of people getting educated for exercise nowadays, but are not taking care of their diets, or they are following the Google diets. So please avoid that and go to a professional, because it has to be customized and tailor made. I want to come to our next point. You are a diabetes educator. So
Yes.
something that comes to my mind, India is ranking number one. I was just going through some details. I found out that in the world, India is number one in having the number of diabetes patients.
Mm-hmm.
Something came to my mind. How does a person come to know that he has diabetes? What symptoms he should look for?
Okay. So what you mean is warning signs.
Warning signs, yes.
Okay. So yeah, warning signs, three basic warning signs, which I think everybody knows of, is when you're experiencing excessive thirst, excessive hunger, increased visits to the bathroom, excessive urination is what I mean.
Hmm.
You suddenly start getting fatigued, or you feel tired, you feel drowsy all of a sudden.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
there's unexplained weight loss, which happens. Okay, you
Okay.
start experiencing numbness in your feet. Okay, numbness
Mm-hmm.
in your toe. Okay, you start developing a very itchy skin.
Okay.
Okay, and yes, one more thing is, when suppose you get hurt, or you have wounds, and those wounds don't heal in a specified period of time,
Right.
then obviously you need to go and check your sugar levels. And basically
Okay.
nowadays diabetes is mainly increasing, again I would say, is because a lot of stress. That is something
Mm-hmm.
which I think all are dealing with. So
Yeah.
what we have found is, if you start having a lot of techniques which will reduce your stress, automatically your sugar levels come to normal. So you may not really be categorized as a diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to check what exactly is the cause.
Okay. 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 So these are the warning signs that people should remember.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. So yeah, really, because stress, and a lot of people are getting diabetes. I was really shocked that India is number one. Man, people,
Yes.
please take care of yourselves and be aware of these warning signs. If you are feeling any of this, please get yourself checked. I have my next question. That a lot of I have come across some people who say that if I don't have sweets, okay, if I'm avoiding sweets, then I can keep my sugar under control. So that's the only
Okay.
thing that I need to avoid. Is that the right thinking?
Not necessarily, because sugar per se, not only your table sugar, but a lot of stuff like carbohydrates has sugars. Okay, your milk has sugars, your fruits has the natural sugar, your vegetables have sugar. So it's basically not only sugar. Okay, you need to pay attention to all these things. Okay, again, here, what I would say is if you have an expert who is going to design your plan according to your sugar levels, seeing your sugar levels, seeing your 3-month average sugar levels, and then charting out a detailed regimen for you, taking into consideration all this, then it becomes more sensible for you to follow that, and it becomes more easier, it becomes more stress free, because what happens is it's again a mental state. You tend to get psychologically also affected once you see that your biochemical parameters are imbalanced.
Correct.
So again, it's very important for you to calm down. Here again, I would very, very importantly say that yoga will really help, and yoga
Okay.
does help.
Okay.
A good amount of meditation technique, if you can, incorporate in your daily routine,
Okay.
then
Okay.
that also helps you to kind of deal with the situation much better. So it's not
Okay.
only about sugar, it's about a lot of things. And yes, again, here I would say for diabetes, physical activity is very important.
Very important.
So you
Love.
need to be physically active. You need to have movement.
So
You need to
I come to know that. So definitely, it's like PCOS. You can control it, cannot cure it,
Yes.
but you can control it with exercise and diet.
And Anand, you won't believe, we have seen miraculous results with some patients who
Okay.
have come to absolute normal sugar levels. Of course, they are on medication, but the dosage has been reduced to quite a bit. But
Wonderful.
that has happened only with yes, their dedication, their rapport with the nutritionist, their rapport with the dietologist. So
Okay.
of course, them following the diet properly.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
But for that, I think acceptance is the first step, because I see many people who don't accept that. Oh, diabetes, that's nothing. That's okay. People have 300 sugar. Acceptance also is the first step towards it. A lot of people are using sugar free. Does that really help? Does it have any side effects?
It does have side effects. Yeah, sugar free, of course, they have marketed it also so much that it's an artificial sweetener. We need to, everybody needs to understand that. And I'm not denying, or I'm not saying that diabetic people don't get cravings, or they are the ones who always feel like eating sweets. So I would say maybe 2 pointers, more than sugar free, because that's an artificial sweetener. You can now go and use stevia, which is a plant-based sugar, wherein sugar is derived from the plant, from the leaves of the stevia. So that can be used. It's available in the market. It's considered to be safe, much safer. It's not artificial. But again, I am not somebody who really recommends those sweeteners over a longer period of time. You can also use natural sweeteners. But again, as I said, this will all be if the person is under supervision of a doctor, supervision of a diet expert. You can use natural sweeteners. You can use little bit of jaggery. You can use some dry figs. You can use couple of raisins, black raisins. You can use a couple of other mixture of dry fruits. You can use something in very little amounts depending on what you're using it for, and then I think it should be fine.
Lovely.
But again,
what was that first word you said? First thing for sweetener, for artificial sweetener, your voice broke up there.
For artificial sweetener,
yeah, what is it called? Stevia.
Yeah, stevia is a plant-based sugar.
Okay, so when a person goes to a market, he should ask for stevia.
Yes. So there are drops available, there are leaves available, there are dried leaves available, there are drops available, there is a powder which is available.
Okay.
So you can use any of them. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. So that's that is for our diabetes patients who are there. Please, instead of having sugar-free, this is more recommended for you guys. And in the first place, please avoid diabetes. And if you have it, exercise and meet dietitians, meet nutritionists, and take their help. Please do not follow your own diets or Google diets. Please Yeah, Google being a lot of people are, I don't know why. They go to this platform and okay, that person is following this diet, so I'm also going to do the same. He was following this diet and he has such a good body shape, so I'll also do the same. As you already explained, that it has to be very tailor-made and customized. Yeah, there's a lot of knowledge or a lot of information available, but the nutritionist can tell you what is good for you. So please do not go for Google diet. Please avoid it. I would like to emphasize on that. Coming to this situation, current situation, COVID-19 situation, immunity is the way to go forward. So what is it that people can do in order to have a better immunity?
Yes, I think I think a lot of talks, a lot of webinars have been conducted
Yes,
up till
yes.
now, past 6 weeks.
What is it that you are personally doing?
Immunity, yeah. Personally, I would say number one is exercise.
Okay.
The way exercise increases your immunity, absolutely nothing does. So
Okay.
please, it's my request to everybody to start exercising. Not
Right.
give that excuse, because I'm hearing those excuses from a lot of my people that we are doing our housework, we are doing our household chores. So
Yeah.
already our exercise is happening, we don't have the time.
Correct.
So please don't give that kind of excuse. There are, thanks to technology, there are so many classes going on online.
Yeah.
There are
Correct.
so many videos available. There is YouTube. You can definitely do some kind of exercise routine. And I think most of them, those who are, going to the gyms, have somebody doing some online sessions. So
Correct.
I would
Correct.
really not hear that excuse that, we don't know what to exercise. There are
Right.
lots of things available. So number
Yes.
one is exercise. Number two is, yes, you can probably make this concoction. I think a lot of people already probably know about it. You can mix some turmeric, some basil, which is your tulsi, which is there in everybody's houses. No
Mhm.
need to go out of the house anywhere. This is all
Hmm.
there at everybody's houses. You need
Right.
to stay safe and
Please
till
avoid
we
going
are
out.
in
Yes.
third phase of the lockdown. So, turmeric, you have ginger at home, you have your basil at home, you have jeera at home, okay, you
Hmm.
have whole coriander seeds at home. You can make
Okay.
a concoction of adding all that. It's like a herbal tea. I won't
Okay.
really name it as tea, but
Okay.
something you can sip in. You can add lime to it. You
Hmm.
can add little bit of honey to it.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes very good.
How many times a day?
Yeah, maybe you can sip it, because see, now again it's too hot, so
Right.
you can probably sip every couple of hours
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much for that.
on a regular basis, not only as a concoction, but you can use all these things regularly in your cooking also, which
Wonderful.
I think
Wonderful.
we do use all this regularly.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So
And
moving
yeah,
away from, yeah, you were saying something?
yeah, so very importantly, I missed out, the third important for your immunity is your antioxidants.
Okay.
So your vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C,
Hmm.
all these
Hmm.
things have to be there for your immunity.
Correct. With this, I have just a follow-up question. These were vitamin and mineral tablets. Some people have this mindset that will that have side effects? Should we consume that or should we avoid that? What would you like to tell them?
Yes, I would definitely say that they need to ask their doctor, get it
Mhm.
prescribed from the family doctor or whichever physician that they are seeing on a regular basis. Why
Okay.
why a doctor? Because the doctor knows their history, knows the family history, knows the medical history. So
Correct.
definitely you need to get that prescribed from a doctor. But
Hmm.
naturally, also, if you can, have all these things which contain these vitamins and minerals,
Okay.
then
Okay.
definitely the intake of those tablets can also go down.
Lovely. Thank you, Namrata, for that. Moving away from COVID-19 situation, because that's what is taking away everything nowadays, I'll just quickly summarize what we discussed. So PCOS is something that can be controlled. Please make sure that you meet a dietitian, exercise, take a nice diet plan, and follow that. This is for viewers. Diabetes, Please take care of the warning signs that Namrata has recommended. Go and get yourself checked if you are seeing any of those symptoms in yourself. And then after that, if you are taking the medicines, please do not stop the medicines without talking to a doctor. Have a nice diet. Again, please stay away from Google Diets. Go to a professional nutritionist who can make a tailor-made diet for you and implement the same. Comrades, yes, one of the best and the oldest, amazing 89 to 90 kilometers of running in 12 hours. That is something really great. I know Sujata Raigade, one of my members, she just recently completed it, and that's when I came to know about this race. So hats off to people like her, and she is amazing, super fit. And yes.
Fortunately, even I know her very
well.
Oh,
lovely. So yes,
she has been one of my members from a very long time.
Wonderful. So yes, people who are runners, please make sure that you are taking a proper nutrition help and not following Google Diets, so that your recoveries are good. You don't damage your knees, you don't damage yourself, and you will get better efficiency. You will win the races too. So please take nutritionist help. And coming down to our next point, our next section is the rapid fire section.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
So this is So just making it a bit interesting. Very simple, easy questions. Just answer what comes to your mind. Okay. What is your favorite snack, Namrata?
Favorite snack? Oh my God. It's simple, but it's kind of tough because there are a lot of favorites.
What is the best? What is the one that you like the most?
I like Bale.
Lovely. Wonderful. Yeah, I think it has a lot of vitamins and minerals.
It depends on how you make it, though. You have to know how to make it. Yeah, and still enjoy it.
My next question to you is, what would you like to do on a Sunday morning? There are three options. Go for jogging, have breakfast with family, or wake up without an alarm.
Breakfast with family.
Wonderful. The next question is, when on a holiday, do you follow a diet plan?
Yes, I try to. How much ever possible, I try to. It's kind of ingrained from last so many years. So yes, I mean I am conscious. I'm mindful with what comes on my plate.
Lovely. What is your favorite dessert? Ice cream, gulab jamun, or fruit custard?
Ice cream.
What flavor, if I may ask?
Mango.
Chocolate. Lovely. That's the season. What do you prefer? Vegetarian, non-vegetarian, or vegetarian?
I'm a pure vegetarian, so vegetarian.
And what do you suggest your clients?
Yes, I would definitely suggest vegetarian to try and not really have too much of non-veg. But yes, eggs definitely. I will not say no to eggs. But yes, see, again, this is a very, very individual choice and something very debatable.
Correct.
So
this is no information. It's just your personal. The rapid fire is just about you, getting to know you better.
Yes.
The next question will be, what was the strangest query a member asked you when you were doing your consultation with them?
Oh my God. Query. There have been a lot of strange queries, actually.
So something that you remember, something funny, something that you found was very strange.
I mean, I don't know whether you will, you will call this strange, but, after having this, I kind of experience it always. When I kind of, plan the diet and, pass it on to the people, after reading the diets, they are like, will this really help? I mean, is this really going to help me lose weight?
Okay.
It's quite strange. After talking to them, after counseling them for 45 minutes to 1 hour, after taking their history in detail, after explaining them all things, it's really strange for me.
True, for me too. And I think for all such people, please believe in your nutritionist. Believe is the first step for getting results. Who is your fitness idol?
Oh, fitness idol. Okay. I think, yeah, everybody kind of, it's fitness started with him. So definitely Mr. Madhukar Talwalkar, sir.
Oh, wow.
Because,
My guru.
yeah, because fit with him. I mean, I know, at least when I've started, I knew about only Talwarkars because that was the only gym
Correct.
which was there. And he's really a fitness idol. Looking at his age
Absolutely.
right now, he's super fit and with so much
Amazing.
of glow on his face. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
Yeah, everybody asks him. I closely work with him, and he's my guru, and he's the one who got me into this industry. And he's been guiding me since then. I work very closely with him. And everybody, wherever we go, ask him, sir, how does this glow come on your face? What do you eat?
Raz kya hai?
Raz kya hai? So what is that one question that you would like to ask him?
Oh, would like to ask him. I think the same question because I really
How
don't
does
want the answer.
Wonderful. And all the...
Yeah, I would definitely like to ask him that what keeps him going also at this age for him,
Correct.
To have motivation to exercise. Because I think a lot of people, percentage of people now lack motivation, even though they are youngsters, be it youngsters or middle age or, old age.
Yeah.
So what is that one kick which, helps him get motivated?
Yeah. See, being with him, I think he really loves exercise. I remember once he was in China for seeing some new machines for his gyms. And I remember him calling from China and asking me, and it was night here, and asking me, Anand, did you exercise today? So the first question he'll call, did you exercise today? What did you train today? So he's amazing. He just loves exercising. Well, thank you for that. And yes, Madhukar sir, again, our idol too. So which is next question and the last question? Which is the food you miss the most when you are on a diet?
Yes, I mean, see, everybody has. So I miss basically, a lot of spicy and chatpata foods.
Thanks. Lovely. So with this, we come to the end of our rapid fire round, and congratulations, you have won a hamper which will reach you after the COVID-19 situation is completed. Thank you for being such a sport and participating. Once again, guys, that's Namrata Pandya, and yeah, we share the same surname.
A coincidence.
Thank you, Pratik, for getting us introduced. So yes, I would like to tell people about what is ISFS. Just an introduction. ISFS is ISST School of Fitness Sciences, and here we do people who want to make careers into fitness industry, want to become nutritionists, want to become entrepreneurs and have their own gyms. This is the platform. Classroom programs already have been there in India and running successfully a lot of classroom programs. So we have one such classroom program. And the other one is we have a distance education program for you all. So people who are not in Pune can go for a distance education program and enter into the fitness industry. Definitely, it's great to be associated and know people like Namrata. Namrata, thank you. Something that you want to tell our... Oh, I have some questions. Guests, some viewers want to ask some questions. Yes, please type in the questions. What soup would you recommend for good immunity? Is one of the questions from Rohit.
Okay. What soup?
Yeah.
Okay. Soup, see, again, I would say you can have dals incorporated in your soups because at the situation right now, depending on the availability, the concoction that I mentioned earlier, he could probably use those blends because basil can be used in the soup, turmeric can be used, okay, ginger can be used, jeera can be used. All those things that I mentioned, lime can be used. So, and he can probably blend some dals together and some vegetables, whichever veggies available at home, and he can make a good soup using all those things.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. The next question is, how can diabetes be cured permanently?
Oh, I so wish it could be cured permanently. Unfortunately, that is not the case. As I mentioned in my talk earlier, diabetes is something which can only be controlled and it
Correct.
cannot be cured. Yes, you, as I said, you can definitely, come out of your medication and be on a very, very minimal dosage. If you have the right kind of diet, if you have the right exercise plan and a good lifestyle. Good
Okay.
lifestyle.
Correct. So
Yes.
it can definitely be controlled. Pradeep, that's the answer for you. Next is from Vivek. How are you dealing with the mango situation at the moment with the diet? And Anand sir, what is your food guilt pleasure? Oh, I love food. I'm a foodie person. I eat everything. And mango situation, I am having my share of mangoes. Don't worry. I really love them. The next question is going to be, is frequent meals good for diabetic patients?
Yes, definitely. Frequent meals, but again, it will depend on what is the composition of those meals.
Okay.
So it will depend on that. But yes, I would say frequent meals is very helpful for diabetes patients because they are on
Lovely.
medication. Depending on the medication, the meals have to be planned accordingly.
Good. Thank you for that. Next question is from Rahul. He says, I haven't heard of this, but is sea buckathon juice good for immunity growth?
Amazing. Sea buckthorn is something, it's a wild berry, which, is grown in the Ladakh region. So that is something, unfortunately, it's not many people are aware of. But
Right.
sea buckthorn has very high levels of vitamin B12.
Okay.
Which is again, not really present in any of the natural foods grown here. So when you have a vitamin B12 deficiency, we either go for injections or we go for tablets or we go for some, drinks. But yes, if you can incorporate sea buckthorn, it's available. It's available in the juice form, in the capsules form. It's basically, it has all omega 3, 6, 7, 9, all essential fats. So it's super. It's a super food.
Lovely.
It's a super bed.
Thank you. Thank you for that information. Thank you, Rahul, for asking that. So we came to know what that is. And do we get this in Pune?
We don't get it in Pune, but yes, there are certain. There are certain people who distribute that. So
Okay.
I'm a distributor. So you can
Lovely.
definitely, viewers can get in touch with me if they want to know more about sea buckthorn and they want sea buckthorn products.
And please meet her for good diets and stay away from Google diets. So Vivek had that question for you. Actually, mango question was for ma'am. So how are you dealing with the mango situation? Because your clients must be wanting to have mangoes. I think that's what he was trying to ask.
I have not really faced, that kind of situation now. I mean, not many of them have asked me that what to do with mangoes. Up till now, I have not faced that question from people. But yes, I do allow. I do allow my members to eat mangoes. But again, as I said, it varies. It depends on the
It's
person.
calculated and tailor made for that.
I decide
Correct.
the time. I decide the portion. I decide when it's to be eaten, how it's to be eaten.
I think then you are my favorite dietitian. She allows mangoes. Please meet her. My next question is from Surbhi. She's asking, which summer fruit would you like to suggest for healthy skin?
For healthy skin, summer fruit. If she's asking about summer fruit, definitely watermelon, because watermelon has very good amounts of vitamin A, and mango also.
Okay.
Mango and watermelon, both.
Lovely. Thank you for that. And we come to the end of the questions and to the end of this session. Thank you, Namrata, for being a part of us and coming and giving your time, coming online and being so patiently answering all the questions. Namrata runs a clinic called Divine Diets in Mayur Colony. So guys, whoever interested in getting in touch with her, search by Divine Diets and you'll get all her details.
Sorry to interrupt, Anand. It's Model Colony, not Mayur Colony. Mayur Colony is in Kothur. It's
Okay.
Model Colony.
Model Colony. Sorry for that. So that's Divine Diets in Model Colony. Guys, anybody interested can connect with her. And Namrata, once again, thank you very much for being on this platform, giving your time and answering all the questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anand. I also want to thank Prateek, Mr. Vipul, who, I mean, you guys are doing an amazing job of introducing or, coming up with the School of Fitness Sciences. Yeah, one thing which I would really like to tell the upcoming students who want to take fitness as a career or who want to take up nutrition as a career, please do that, because in the coming years, there is going to be a lot of demand. So we all already who are practicing are feeling the need for more people in this industry, so that we can help people stay away from diseases.
Great. Thank you very much for that. For the viewers, for this nutrition course, you can go online on www.theisfs.com and you'll get all the details of this courses. Thank you, Namrata, once again, and have a wonderful day.
Yes, thank you, Anand. Thank you.